2025 did not live up to my expectations. I'm going to admit that. It did not live up to my expectations. And I feel like I'm fine with that because I feel like I learned a lot of lessons, valuable lessons in 2025 that should be able to carry me over into 2026. And I want to share my faults, my failures like with you guys. So basically, the first thing we're going to do in this video is we're going to go over my goals that I set for myself in 2025. I shared it with I think my official channel. It was either my official channel or this channel. I put it in a community post. I haven't been keeping up with it. All I know is that a lot of boxes were unchecked this year. So let's go ahead and go over it real quick. So these are my goals. These were my goals for 2025. As you can see, not a lot of stuff was checked, and we're just gonna go over them and like talk about maybe the lessons that we learned. So starting off with the social media side, have an established account and profile with all major social media platforms. And the only thing that I didn't have was an Instagram, a Snapchat, and that was it. The reason why that didn't happen is because I did graduate high school this year and I did complete my first semester of college. And I felt like as the year went on, I just felt like social media was the last thing that I needed to be on. I feel like I made a good decision by not making an Instagram or a Snapchat because I feel like I would have been glued to it like all day, every day, which I mean, that's not really a huge issue for me. I'm barely on social media. That's gonna change this year, but I'm barely like in general, I'm barely on social media, and I didn't want to get glued to my phone scrolling on Instagram or Snapchat or Reels or whatever towards the end of the year where I needed to lock in for college and graduating and stuff like that. So yeah, didn't have an Instagram, didn't have a Snapchat, and on top of that, these numbers I did not hit at all. YouTube, 1,000 subscribers, 100,000 views. I have no subscribers on this channel, and I only have like 20 views on this channel. So and I think this was for because I didn't plan for myself to have two channels like I do now. So I think I was making these goals for my official channel, which has I think 12 or something subscribers, something like that, and like maybe 100 or something views. So definitely did not meet those numbers. Twitter, 1,000 followers. Again, I'm barely on social media. So, or I was barely on social media this year. So did not, I really did not let myself get these numbers because I didn't post anything. Instagram, again, didn't never made an Instagram. TikTok, 2025, it's weird because 2025, it was really easy to blow up on TikTok. So that's why I kind of set my sights really high for TikTok because literally anything can happen to anybody. Like you can make one video on TikTok and you'll be famous overnight. That's not normally how it works, but that's how the TikTok algorithm works. And with it going down and then going back up after being almost banned, that really messed up with the algorithm. That really messed with the algorithms as well. So that didn't really help anybody. Certainly didn't help me. Again, I was barely on social media this year. Snapchat, 500 followers. Never made a Snapchat. And Facebook, 1,000 followers. Not active on there at all. So all these social media goals were not met. And again, I'm fine with that because I'm a big person on like vision boards and like writing your things on like a vision board to like speak it into existence. And that's basically what I was doing here, writing my stuff on my digital vision board, but I didn't do anything to meet those goals. I just put it on there and then let it sit and didn't do anything with it. So I think that's one lesson that I really did learn in 2025 is the fact that you can't just write things on a vision board and speak it into existence and then not do anything about it. You got to act on it. That's the main lesson I learned with not just this, but also my music goals on this side as well. We'll get to that in a little bit. So yeah, that's enough for the social medias. Create a website dedicated for your brand name. I did that and I will show it to you right now. So this is the site that I made. I think I made this site about like I made this in like the beginning of 2025. I literally just searched up because I knew about Wix, I knew about Squarespace and all that stuff, but You need to pay money for that. And really my main goal was to create merchandise. The end goal, like the main big end goal, is to create this website where I can sell merchandise and like an actual website for myself and like telling people about myself, stuff like that, you know? But I think for now, I'm fine with just having a merchandise website. This is also kind of like a shameless plug, but go ahead and go to my website and buy some stuff. I made all these designs that you see, I made, and I'm gonna keep making more this year. I made all these designs, everything you see, I made. I think this is some really cool stuff, and you should definitely go ahead and check some of this stuff out. It looks really cool to me, so definitely go ahead and check this website out. Shameless plug, I know, sorry. So that goal crossed off. Create and sell Taylor Drag merchandise. I did the creating part. I didn't do the selling part. I don't think I had a single sale in 2025. And again, that's because I didn't let myself have any sales. I didn't promote myself at all. That's not because I just didn't break out or anything. I just didn't let myself get that traction that I wanted. So that's it for the social media brand. Not a lot of success, but a lot of lessons learned that can take me into 2026. As for music, gain 5,000 streams from your released music. I think I currently have in total, and I haven't logged into my distributor account in months, almost a year. I think I have in total about like 1,000, maybe 2,000 streams total. And I don't remember if I wanted to gain an additional 5,000 or reach 5,000, but regardless, I didn't hit that goal. Finish writing 2 albums. That did not happen as well, but it almost did. Kind of. I was actually working on an album at the beginning of this year. I forgot what I was going to call it, if I'm being honest, but I was working on several tracks concurrently, and it was working out until I realized that I had the completely wrong thought process about the whole thing. And we'll get to that later too, because I ended up making a whole like album like checklist for how I want to make albums. I'll show it on the screen right now, but we'll get to it later. And it's a good checklist for me personally to say like, hey, do this first, then do this, then do this, and then it just keeps like it keeps going like that over and over and over again until you get to the final release point. So I feel like if I had made that at the beginning of 2025, I might have been able to finish writing at least one. So yeah, there's that. Didn't finish writing an album, didn't finish writing 2 albums, let alone, but I feel like I could definitely do that this year or in 2026 because of that thing that I made. Release 20 singles. Yeah, that was a bit of a long shot. I'm not going to lie. I didn't even make 20 full tracks this year because, and I think I really underestimated how busy I was going to be because it was the last semester of my high school, like career, I guess you could say, going into college. So I didn't really understand how busy I was going to be this year, but I ended up being pretty busy. So yeah, that didn't happen this year. I don't think I'm ever going to reach that high ever again because like 20 singles in a year, it doesn't seem like much, but like for anybody, even an underground artist, bedroom producer like me, that's a lot. So maybe like 5, maybe 10, definitely not 20. Get on a Spotify editorial playlist. Now, this one is actually kind of attainable, and I say that because the original goal was to get on a Spotify editorial and an Apple editorial playlist, but it is exponentially harder to get on Apple than it is to get on Spotify. The reason being is because I heard like somewhere from like on a Reddit post or something that you need to know people at Apple to get on an editorial playlist. Either you need to already be insanely popular or you need to have connections, and I don't have either of those. So Spotify only was the way to go because you can literally go to Spotify artist page, I think like a web page or something, and then submit one of your tracks to one of their playlists. They review it and then they let you know whether or not you've been picked. So I'm gonna try to do this again this year. I didn't try it last year because again, I think I ended up finishing like 5 tracks this year. Like I don't think any of those I wanted to put on an editorial playlist. I never really tried this year, but I do want to try it next year in 2026. So definitely gonna run this one back. Peak to at least 2,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. That also did not happen. And again, this goes back to the social media thing. I didn't let myself do that. If I had been more active on social media, this would have happened. I feel like I really would have gotten to 2,000 monthly listeners on Spotify at once, but I didn't let myself do that. Gain 1,000 followers on Spotify. Again, did not happen. And I feel like that goes back to peaking at 2,000 listeners, monthly listeners on Spotify. Same reason why I just wasn't on social media enough for that to happen. So yeah, basically same thing. As for the last two, I did do this stuff. Create a music video for any song with lyrics you have made or will make this year. And I technically did do that. So it was this video right here. I extended Kendrick Lamar's G next snippet, Bodies. And at first it's like a lyric video, but towards the end there's this little bit I did at the end, and I actually did film for it, and I'm actually surprised it's more than half of the video. I'm actually surprised, not gonna lie. I didn't realize, I'm just not realizing it's over. Well, but then again, a lot of this stuff is also credits too. So yeah, I technically did end up doing that part. Create a music video for any song you have made or will make this year. I count that. So hooray. And then lastly, find a local studio or build a home studio to record your stuff in. I did this. I'll take a picture and put it on screen right now. At home, when I'm here, I record in my closet because it is very isolated in there. There's clothes everywhere, of course, it's a closet, and that makes it very soundproof. I think I recorded Astronaut in my closet. So that's a really good like home studio for me. And the reason why I wanted to do that was because in case my university didn't have studios I could record in, but they do, I just need to book time for it. And they're almost always booked, especially when projects are almost due. Like this past semester, when I was getting ready to finish up my last recording project, every single studio was booked for like almost the entire semester. I could only book like 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock sessions late at night, and I would go back to my dorm so tired, knowing that I still had an entire song to mix. So it sucked. And that's why I really wanted to make sure I had a home studio that I could record stuff in here. And I ended up doing that. This is honestly a really big accomplishment for me because if it weren't for this, I wouldn't have been able to even think about all this other stuff. So honestly, I consider this one my greatest accomplishment this year. So yeah, as you can see, not a lot of success, not as much success as I thought I'd have in 2025, but a lot of lessons were learned. 2025 was nowhere near what I was expecting, content and music wise, and that's like in the not good way, but I feel like that set me up really well for 2026. Again, I've learned so many lessons that I feel like can really help me in 2026. I don't feel like it was a humbling year at all. I don't feel like I set those goals because I really felt like, oh yeah, I'm the greatest in the world, I can definitely do this. But at the same time, it really let me know what I really need to do in order to make this work. I can't just make these goals and then sit back and expect them to take off. Can't do that. At the end of the day, all I can do is just thank God for giving me another year on this planet. And I hope and pray that he gives me another full year on this planet to really show the world what I'm capable of, because I I mean, I feel like I am a pretty great music producer. I feel like I'm a pretty decent rapper at least. And I just, at the end of the day, I just want to show the world what I can do so I can, like, I don't know, maybe get signed to a record label or get noticed by some artist or rapper out there. I just got to thank God again for giving me another year on this planet, and hopefully he gives me another full year to showcase to the world what I'm capable of. So what does this mean for 2026? Well, it's going to be a little different. First off, I'm not going to make a goal thing. Instead, I made a social media planner that you can see right here. Cherish it because this is probably the first and last time you'll ever see this, because there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff with this. This is the video that I'm making right now. Obviously, this is going to be the title of the video. By the way, I got this from a marketplace on Notion. I'll put the owner of it up there so I can give them credit. This is a really good way for me to organize my social media content and what I want to upload and when I want to upload it and what I want to upload it to. As you can see, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Like, hopefully by the time this video goes live, I'll have an Instagram that I can post a snippet of this video to, which, going into that, full videos will be posted on YouTube, but as for all the other social media platforms, I'm only going to post like a snippet of it, so like a minute long clip, and then a link to it. So you can obviously go to YouTube and watch it. That's going to be the same thing for my music. So whenever I upload a song to stores like music stores, I'll upload like a snippet of it to my social media channels, then put a link to it to go to the store, like to listen to it on Apple Music or Spotify, or listen to it on my YouTube. So yeah, there's that. Really organized, right? Like it looks really good. As for BandLab and BeatStars, this is how it's gonna work. So BandLab, if you're not familiar with BandLab, it's like a mobile online DAW, digital audio workstation, that it's pretty powerful. It's quite powerful. In fact, I recorded Astronaut in BandLab because all I had was my phone and my microphone. It's somewhere, it's in my closet. All I had was my phone, my microphone, and my headphones. So I didn't have like a beefy computer I could bring in there. So I just had BandLab. So it's pretty cool. You should try it out. Don't use it for production. I only use it for recording. But anyways, BandLab has this thing where you can license your music. So it's called BandLab licensing. I don't think I'm going to do the AI training. I'm simply because I'm not too sure what that is. And AI has been getting a bad rep recently, which is deserved. But I don't think I'm going to do that yet. But there's still plenty of opportunities to do this without the AI training. This is not sponsored, by the way. This is not sponsored, by the way. So obviously I'm not going to fill this in right now because I don't have anything to license. It looks easy. That's why I really want to do it. All I gotta do is just put in my email, my song information, my ISRC numbers, and then some easy questions. And then that's literally it. And then boom, my song gets licensed or something. I don't know how it works too much just yet. I'll definitely be educating myself on this a lot more, but I'm going to be doing this for every song that I release to stores this year. This is another thing that BandLab does. It's called opportunities. And basically it's like they have a crap ton of opportunities that you can do. Like it goes on for days. And it looked interesting to me, but I realized you have to have a membership to do it. You have to have a BandLab membership to do it. And it costs $70 a year right now. The original price is $180 a year. Right now, I'm in my sanctuary. I'm at home. I have access. I can drive anywhere I need to go. I'm not in school, so I'm not doing a bunch of work right now. But that could change as the year goes on. So I don't want to pay $70 for this and then realize, oh man, I can barely use this because I barely have time to make music. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass on it. This is gonna be something that I think about like halfway through the year. And if I do this, I'll definitely let you guys know. But for right now, I think I'm not gonna do it in case I won't be able to use it. Also, by the way, go ahead and follow me on BandLab because I will be posting on there this year. As for BeatStars, if you don't know what BeatStars is basically a site where you can upload your like instrumental beats and then you can sell them. You can sell the instrumental itself, like by itself, or you can sell the license to the instrumental. Normally, like the average price for beats on there is like $20 to $30, and the price for licenses is like $3,000 to $4,000. Whenever I upload a song on stores, I plan on also uploading the instrumental to BeatStars, and the base price is going to be $20. If I am trying to sell to someone and someone sees my beat online and they like it, but they want me to change something about it, arrangement, like if they want me to, so there's gonna be like two different things. I suck at explaining things. There's gonna be two different changes that someone could possibly ask for: an arrangement change or instrumentation change. Working instrumental. This is a beat that I just finished and I plan on uploading it by the 5th of January. As for what this is, going hard, this is going to be like the pledge, or this is going to be like the anthem, my anthem for 2026. So hopefully that goes to plan. And yeah, that's about it for the social media planner. This is going to be like the first and last time you guys get to see it, but then I'll show you what it looks like at the end of the year just to see like how like complex things can get and like all the ideas that I've been coming up with. So that's it for the social media planner. As for the album planner that I talked about with you guys, I feel like it does a great job at keeping me grounded on all the album like necessities and parts of the album that I want to do in the order that I want to do them. As you can see, like we have different types of different like steps of this album and then different things inside those steps. And if any of you are watching and you want to take this for yourself, go ahead. Please do it. I made this not only for me, but also for anyone else that wants to make an album. So that's pretty much it for my plans for 2026. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas, and I hope y'all have a fantastic New Year. I pray that God gives you all the blessings that you've been asking for. I pray that God teaches you lessons that you may need to learn. I pray that God teaches me lessons that I need to learn. I pray that each of you have a blessed 2026. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one.